eyes. I'm so focused, mesmerized. I'm reaching out for the prize. Observe my dreams materialize. Scope was like I'm.
Hey, welcome back to the Vibe Check with MVP Vibe. Make sure you download the app, have it on your phone, and catch up with your favorite artists. My name is Shadia, and I get to interview your favorite artists here on the show. So excited to have Vocab on this week. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Hi, what's up, everybody?
Hey.
Y'all doing all right? Yeah, you can answer me. I can hear you.
Now, Vocab is an amazing poet. You're also a singer. So it's so exciting to get to know you. Where are you from?
I am from San Antonio de Tejas. This is my home.
You're from San Antonio.
Yes, I am.
What side of town did you grow up on?
Well, I was born in Wolford Hall Medical Center, and then I spent the first few years of my life on the west side and south side. West side. Yeah. And then I moved to the northeast side and lived off of O'Connor Road, went to Madison High School, graduated from there. Class of 99. I'm an old lady.
You are not.
I am. I'm getting towards that middle age. Ooh, middle age. Hi, middle age. I'm almost 40. I'm almost 40. It feels
okay,
cool.
So you're super young because same age, and if you say you're old, that means that I'm old.
Oh, we're refined.
We are refined. I like that. Now, words matter.
Yes,
and
they do.
When I say words matter, it's so important to be able to express your emotions and put it on paper. It's so hard for people to do.
Right.
And that's why you are an artist, because you are able to do that as a poet. Tell us about that.
Thank you. I think people stop giving themselves permission to be expressive. People tell them to chill out. Like when you're a little kid and you start getting emotional and stuff, everybody's like, be quiet, chill, calm down, you know? And so people kind of take that to heart. But I have been an artist pretty much since I started writing when I was 6 years old, kept writing.
Wow.
13, stood in front of people, read a poem for the first time. And I grew up in a church where I was always doing stuff. So I was on the choir team, I was on the drama team, I was on the step team. I did all that stuff growing up. It's just something I did. I was a choir kid in high school, and I just kept going. I started doing open mics in 2001. I started slamming in 2004, hosting events around 2005, 2006, putting out solo albums and projects. And I just, now I'm the Poet Laureate of San Antonio. I'm just doing what I do.
Love it. Love it. Okay, quick question though. Have you played Connect 4?
It's been a long time. Shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step to. Yes.
Okay, we're going to play Connect 4.
Okay.
And just to show you how this works, these are my questions for you.
Okay.
And they're also my pieces for the game. And these are your questions from the MVP Vibe team and also from fans. That questions they want to ask you.
I got fans?
You have fans.
That sounds
cool. You
cool.
definitely have fans.
Thank you, whoever you are. It's my mama. I know. Hi, Mom.
Your mom got a question in.
Right.
And then we're going to post them up here.
Yeah.
And then once we connect, we'll find out who the winner is.
Okay, so these are my boxes, or I go all the way across?
You can go across with these. We're going to work with the whole thing.
Okay,
you can go up. You can go to the side.
Four diagonal, 4 across, 4 horizontal.
Yes.
That's what we're doing here?
Exactly.
My God, it's been a while. Let's do it. If my mama had sent in a question, it would be, when are you coming to make the enchiladas for me? That would be my mother's question.
Do you make good enchiladas?
I make a bomb enchilada.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Saltine crackers on the side. Hot
yes. You are from San Antonio.
sauce.
I love it. Well, I'll have you go first with the first question.
Okay, so I just picked it. Do I say anything?
Oh yeah. Say the question so people can hear it and then answer it.
Okay. Where would be your dream live poetry performance? The White House.
Wow. That would be pretty amazing.
That'd be great, or like on a mountain in Greece or something.
Mountain in Greece sounds dreamy. White House is definitely, I feel like you can do that for sure.
With God's help. Okay. Ow, I hit myself in the head. I'm not coordinated at all. I'm going to move my chair over a little bit.
Okay.
They're probably going to edit that out, hopefully. Like, keep that in there when Vocab hit her head on the mic.
We'll leave it for character. Okay, do you remember the first poem you ever wrote, and can you describe how it made you feel?
The first poem I ever remember writing was a love poem for my mommy. I love her so much. And I wrote it on a typewriter.
Oh my God, that was sweet.
Yes, and we were driving back to San Antonio from Corpus Christi, and I tried to show it to her, and she's like, I'm driving. I was like, but look. She's like, I am driving. And so I was like, I'm going to read it to you, but could I read? I don't know. All right, my turn.
That's so sweet.
Let's see, poetry seems so personal. Do you ever keep poems to yourself? I got a buttload. I got Chingo's poems that no one ever sees.
Really?
Yeah. Not everything I write is,
For everyone.
For everyone. I mean, and sometimes I'm just like, this isn't good enough to show people. And I'm always trying to tell people to be like have confidence in their stuff, but it's like every writer doesn't have confidence all the time. Most people don't have confidence about the stuff that they write, and they need somebody to be like, that's good. And then you're like, okay, it's good because you said so.
What about something that was incredible? Do you keep that to yourself?
Oh.
Something that you're like, oh, this is amazing, but it's just for me.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while. All right. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have a strategy for this. It's just going arbitrary.
Does public speaking come natural for you?
I don't know if it comes natural, but sometimes I guess that's a definition. I feel a lot of times comfortable in bigger crowds. When it's smaller, intimate groups of people, I feel like, it's only 5 people. But if it's like 50 or 500, I'm like, yeah, gente, we're here. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm weird. So obviously, you've seen me for the last few minutes. Very weird.
I think you're great.
Thanks. They're like, you annoying, girl. I don't know what's wrong with you. All right. What do you do on your free time when not writing? I take naps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nap lover.
You better block me, girl.
Okay.
Working nail.
Who is a poet that you feel, other than yourself, that everyone should know?
Other than myself. Oh my gosh, there's a bajillion poets other than myself. I mean, if we're talking famous people, I'm gonna go with my heart, Maya Angelou. If we're not talking famous, if we're talking people here, local Texas poets, I'm gonna say Ariana Brown, my baby girl, who is a grown woman now, but like in my heart, she's always my baby. I met her when she was about to be a junior in high school, and I've known her ever since. I used to talk to her, I guess mentor in a sense. She claims me as a mentor.
Yeah. What's her name?
Ariana Brown.
Ariana Brown. Make sure y'all
Dope.
look her up.
Super dope. And she got mad views on the tube of
Nice.
you.
Nice.
You should check her out.
Okay, we definitely will.
It's my turn again.
Yeah, turn.
Oh, you didn't block me. You're gonna win.
Oh. Well.
Do you ever write music, screenplays, or short stories? Of course I do. I just dropped an album on Tuesday called Elevated.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's available on Apple Music, iTunes, Tidal, Deezer? What is that? I was like, what's that called? Geezer? I'm on Geezer. That's an old person. Deezer.
We can hear it on the MVP Vibe app.
YouTube. Yeah,
so if they're
yeah.
following you, they can definitely listen to it too.
Yeah, and you can make my music your daily stories on your social medias if you want to. And so I'm very happy about that album. It's very short. It's only like 13, 14 minutes long. 5 songs. It's about the mural that I painted in Travis Park last year. It's the 1-year anniversary of the Elevated Melanin mural. So I entitled the album Elevated. And the album is about the things that I felt that I needed to get through this year. So I felt like I needed courage. I needed courage. I needed to be brave, and there's a song on there called Be Brave. I needed to be focused. There's a song on there called Focused. And I needed to endure, and there's a song on there called Endurance Test. And, Elevated Melanin's on there too, and it talks about the mural, and it talks about social justice issues, and all of those awesome things. And I just feel like it'll be really encouraging to you. This season that we're in is so, so tough. And we have to have, I call it a machete mindset. Like, you just cut through all the bull crap and just stay focused and be sharp at all times.
I love that. Machete mindset. Yes. I love that. We'll definitely be checking it out. Make sure y'all listen to it. MVP Vibe app. And what's the name of it again?
Elevated.
Elevated.
By Andrea Vocab Sanderson. That's me. And look, this last
And she won. Totally.
She let me win.
No, I didn't not
She
see
did.
that one.
I went straight up. I was like, boo, 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 boo.
I thought you were going I don't know what. I thought I was blocking you here and you were over here. You know what? I need to pay more attention.
It's whoever goes first usually wins. That's how it is. She let me go first. She's nice.
Is that how it is?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start going first.
Yeah, you should be like, I'm gonna kick this
I'm gonna
off.
go ahead and go first.
Right. And always start with the middle, because you block them and then they have to do around the perimeter.
Look at this. You already know the strategy. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna keep asking you questions, but we don't have to go up. What do you say to young writers that would like to share their voice?
don't throw anything away. Every time I teach creative writing workshops, as soon as a kid writes something they don't like, the first thing they want to do is ball it up or throw an X through it and throw it out. And I'm like, never throw anything away. And I'm going to tell you why. There was a brilliant man named Anthony Flores, here from San Antonio. He wrote a punk rock poem called Huevos Rancheros. The day that he wrote that poem, he threw it away because he thought it was corny and goofy and that no one would listen to it. He got up the next day, fished it out of the trash, and it became one of his most famous and signature poems.
What?
He's been on TV doing it. His daughter's been on TV doing it. They published this. This man is really, really brilliant, and he's very creative, but he has the heart of a child. And so he writes very whimsical, fun-loving poems. And sometimes we think, oh, this isn't for anybody. There's always somebody that wants to hear the message you're trying to put out. I mean, look at all the people that have rap albums out.
Yeah.
Don't like all their music, do you? Yeah, so you just keep writing. Don't be afraid to edit your work. Like, instead of throwing it away, edit it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my advice.
Yeah, great advice. Thank you. All right, go ahead.
Oh, I asked myself a question. I want to ask you questions. Where did you get that great jacket, that teal jacket you have on? That's what I'd like to know. That's a good question. Where do you enjoy writing most? What's the ideal setup? Oddly, where I like to write is in my office at work when it's kind of crazy and chaotic. It makes me focus. Focus. All right. Anyway, it makes me focus on what I'm doing because there's things going on and I have to multitask, and all of that is completely opposite from my creative process. And so I like to write at my job when I'm supposed to be working.
You're my favorite ever. That's so awesome.
Keep it real, you know what I'm saying? Keep it
I
100.
love it.
And what's the ideal setup? I just need like Wi-Fi so I can check my grammar and stuff and make sure I know what the word. Yeah. And what does this word really mean what I think it means? Because I'm not sure, but I think it is. You know? So I need to be able to look stuff up and make sure that I'm sourcing myself correctly. And yeah, I just need sometimes. And I write with pen and paper and pencils and stuff still, but I also use
use
technology.
notes on your phone.
Yeah. I got a Galaxy Note phone, girl. I'll be using it.
Nice. Okay. You have a residency at the Carver here in SA.
Ooh, you did some research. I'm sorry.
Tell me more about what you do and how people can be a part of it.
Sure. So I do a few things with them. My residency actually ends next month. I kind of got a late start on it because of the pandemic. So it took me a while to get going with it, but this year I started Writing Wednesdays, which is every Wednesday I release a writing prompt on social media for everybody to use, and then I publish it like on my invite to write pages, and then I am developing these video vignettes for something called the Breathe series. Every letter of the word breathe stands for something. So B stands for burden, R stands for rain, the first E stands for Elijah, and that's Elijah McClain, and it goes on, so forth and so forth. And those video vignettes will start dropping next month. I am doing something on September 3rd with Outspoken Bean, who was definitely on MVP. You know what I'm saying? That dude, he churns out content, and I admire that about him. Something a lot of people may not know is I grew up with Outspoken Bean. We went to the same high school, went to the same church for a little bit before he left and went to a great performing arts school, because, I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen him. He's so charismatic, really great guy. And so we have a show at the Carver on September 3rd.
Nice.
Yeah, so I would love for you all to come out. It's just a night with the laureate, because he poet's laureate, because he's a poet laureate of Houston, Texas. I'm the poet laureate of San Antonio.
Explain to people watching what a laureate is.
I'm glad you asked, because most people are like, what the hell is that? And I don't, I was like, word, okay, let me tell you. So it's a elected position, like usually some kind of official, whether it be the president or the mayor or someone, they elect you the poet laureate of that area, that region, and you are commissioned to write poems. So people hire me to write poems, and I am hired to create poetic initiatives and get people celebrating and writing literacy. So I'm kind of like the ambassador of poetry, as was once said by a really awesome poet laureate, the youth poet laureate of the nation. She said she's an ambassador for poetry.
I love her too.
Yeah, Amanda Gorman's pretty great.
Yeah, she is. Okay, it's your turn.
Oh yes, okay. I'm getting far away. I'm gonna start
pushing these things.
Then I'm trying to do all that. Uh-oh, I'm knocking stuff over. Edit that out too. Like, we ain't editing nothing. You got
Nothing.
You in these streets bad, Vocab. Who are you primarily writing for? I'm writing for hearts and souls that are open to hear. I feel like God speaks truth through truth sayers and through poets and through people who are willing to put these words out here. I feel like Spirit is speaking, and whoever's open to capture that experience, that's who's gonna hear it. If you don't think I'm talking to you, I ain't talking to you. Some of the people I'm actually talking to though. Like, yeah.
I love that.
Thanks.
Okay. Who is someone that inspired you but doesn't know it? And I know we're inspired by people daily, you know?
Right.
But
right.
someone that maybe inspired your work and just you've never shared with them that they did.
Oh my God. I don't know if people in my family, my sister, my brother, I write poems for people like that. Like people in my family, they don't know. I mean, my parents and my family, they kind of pay attention to what I'm doing. They pay attention a lot more now, but they were like, she's always doing something, you know? And some of the stuff that I write is like love letters to the people that are the closest to me.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
So special.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Okay. 2 more over here. Let's see. What book or poem impacted your life? Whenever your life is out of tune and no melody soothes your soul, look to the master whose gentle touch will bless you and make you whole. Like an old violin with so little worth, a life may be far less than grand, but may be transformed in a moment you'll see by the touch of the master's hand. My mother brought this picture, and it was like this old looking violin, and that poem was on there, and it was above the couch in our den, and I used to read that poem every single day. I'd look at that picture and read that poem. I've always loved it, and the fact that I can remember it, oh my God.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that.
Totally impacted your life.
Yeah, I haven't seen that
for
since I was like
sharing
15 or
that.
16 years old.
Yeah, that's amazing. Do you guys still have that?
Probably not.
No.
But when I was 15 or 16, I used to look at that thing, just look at it sit on the couch and just look at it over and over again.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Wow. I didn't know I knew it. I've never said it out loud like that.
Yeah. Okay. When writing a piece, do you title it first or after you write it?
Sometimes the title comes early in the piece, sometimes it comes after. I usually know the general subject matter that I'm starting with, and I know the title will have something to do with that general subject matter. Sometimes I have trash titles. It's just like I have to write a poem for the Alamo College convocation, and I was like, convocation poem. I didn't have a title for it at first, and I was like, this is sucky. I got to do better. But yeah, sometimes I guess it's not so much.
It just depends on.
Yeah,
on the
it just
piece.
depends.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my last one.
Your last one?
Ooh. What's it gonna say to me? What is your dream project when it comes to writing poetry? Well, I'm about to do my signature initiative, which I can talk about, which is pairing. It's an intergenerational conversation where elders and community leaders talk to young adults, and it's called the Echo Project. And I won a fellowship from the Academy of American Poets, and this was what I dreamed of to do with that for my signature initiative. So it's going to be the elders telling their stories, giving oral history to the young people, and the young people interpret it, and they turn it into a performance. But anything where I can work with teenagers and probably merge hip hop and poetry together, I'm about that life.
Yes.
About it.
I love it. So, okay, we're done with the questions, but
Cool.
I do want to know, Vocab, what do you have going on for the rest of the year? What can we expect from you? Or what's,
Okay.
I know you said your residency is almost done and you have a show in September.
Yeah, so I got to release all those video vignettes for the Breathe series. That's going to happen. And that will start next month. I want to release them on Mondays, because who's doing stuff on Mondays like that? Nobody's really doing video content on Mondays. What's doing that? But I'm going to do that. I'm going to release them on Mondays starting at the end of September. I am working on an album with my friend Amina Deshay. We are called Return of the Matriarch. So we do activist, educational hip hop. We have a song called Hydration. It should be coming out within the next month or so.
Okay.
I am working on some content with Azul Barrientos, who is an amazing traditional Spanish singer, and she does a lot of different types of Spanish style singing. I have some work coming out with her. And
a lot of amazing projects.
Yeah, I don't stop.
You stay busy.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah, I
Every
love
day.
that. I love the energy too.
Thank you.
Yes, Vocab has been so great having you on.
Thank you
and
so
I just
much.
want to let y'all know, make sure you follow her on the MVP Vibe app, and you will be able to keep up with her and see all that's coming out, the music that's coming out. Make sure you listen to Elevated, her album that had just dropped, which I'm excited to listen to. So make sure you stay in that. And then, what was the song that's coming out?
Oh, Hydration.
Hydration.
By Return of the Matriarch. It's
Yeah.
about drinking your water and minding your business.
I
Literally.
mean,
That's what the song's about.
that's already my favorite song. Make sure you download the MVP Vibe app to your phone. Thank you, Vocab, for coming
Thank
through the
you.
vibe check.
Beams in my eyes, I'm so focused, mesmerized. I'm reaching out for the prize. Observe my dreams materialize. Scope was like I'm hypnotized. See my fears crystallize. I can